Well, good evening and welcome to Blitz 8. And we start out with a couple of title contenders meeting up in a cross-class clash as Fryeburg, the frontrunner in C, hosting a Wells team that had won its first 6 games of the season. Fryeburg took a 20-14 lead into the break. Wells driving in the third. Cal Moody, the pump fake, and Riley Murphy, the big play down the sideline. 41-yard gain. 2 plays later, the sledgehammer Eli Potter finishes off the drive, and the extra point puts Wells up 21-20. Fryeburg would then try and answer through the air, but Elias Curley is there with a big pick to keep Fryeburg's drive from moving any further. Wells then starts a drive. A crazy play here. Moody keeps it, breaks multiple tackles. He's able to stay in bounds, but he's hit one last time by Daniel Ruiz, and the Raiders recover the fumble. Raiders go to work, driving in the fourth. Ruiz outside, 35-yard gain, touchdown. But you can take it off the board. Holding call going the other way. And a few plays later, Murphy skies for the interception to seal the win. 21-20. Wells, an impressive road win at Fryeburg. The Raiders finish up next week with Gorham. Now another week, another big battle at the top of the standings in Class B South is unbeaten Kennebunk on the road at 5-1 Massabesic tonight. Kennebunk would take a 21-7 lead into the half. Massabesic trying to rally in the third, but instead it's Max Andrews thinking other things. The pick, and he's an offensive player. He's going to go the other way. Kennebunk would take advantage of the turnover. Brady Stone from 6 yards out, 28-7 Rams. Kennebunk grounds and pounds. This is what they do in the fourth. Stone the game down inside the Mustang 20-yard line. A few plays later, it's Sam Haley sneaking it in. Kennebunk up 35-7, and then another short Stone run, 42-7. Kennebunk, an impressive win. Rams will go for the perfect regular season against Biddeford next week. Now, meanwhile, there's a battle in B South going on for the final 2 playoff spots with Cheverus, Gorham, Biddeford, and Westbrook all battling to get in. Marshwood hosting Cheverus tonight down in South Berwick. Hawks marching the field in the first quarter. It's quarterback Tyler Hussey rolling and keeping it, going deep into Cheverus territory in the red zone. A few plays later, Hussey again, this time rolling out, and you know what? He's going to take it in himself. Hawks go up 6-0. Stags would answer in the second. You figure, hey, it must be a run play, right? No! The Stags, who love to run it, go to the air. Matt Baker to Devin Kelly for the score. But the Hawks control the game from there, 41-13, Marshwood with the win. Senior night at Memorial Field, Deering hosting Gorham. Rams pass rush causing problems. Santino Caballero collapsing the pocket. At 7-0 Deering when Gorham would strike. Garrett Poulin evades the rush, and Jack Carlonis is wide open. 49-yard connection, it's 7-6. Deering's Joey Foley had a big night. He finds a seam and cuts back. He's had a big year. Went for 170 tonight, scored 2 touchdowns, one of them here. And Deering with a 42-6 win. Rams will finish up their regular season with Cheverus next weekend. All right, Biddeford in contention for a playoff spot at Westbrook. Tigers opening possession. Travis Edgerton deep downfield, and Owen Sylvain, what a catch! That sets up a short touchdown run by Riley Lawless, and Biddeford is on the board. But momentum starts to swing on the extra point. Camilo Jones busts through and blocks it for the Blue Blazes. And Blue Blazes QB Giovanni Staples threw for a touchdown, ran for one. Westbrook wins at 21-18, their first win of the season. They're still alive. Class B North showdown, Lawrence at Falmouth. Lawrence will take a 3-0 lead, and then the Navigator defense clamps down. Living up to the billing, Falmouth would score 48 unanswered points, 48-3 Falmouth. Falmouth now 7-0. They wrap up the #1 seed in the North. They're at Messalonski next week trying to go for the unbeaten season. Rivalry game in Central Maine, Gardner hosting Coney. Rams special teams making a special play. Check that out. Demarion Raymond on the block, picks it up and goes in for 6. Second quarter, Tigers would tie it. Asher Nagy finds Henry Gingras for the score, but Coney would come back and win it 21-6. The Rams win the rivalry game against the Tigers. Now in Class A, Noble and South Portland with a shared blemish on their record. Both teams only lost to Thornton Academy. Tonight, the Knights and Red Riots meeting in South Portland in what was a great football game. 7-0 Noble when the Red Riots go bombing away. Easton Healy to Alex Horton, 58 yards, 7-7 game. Noble comes back, Jameer Rose finds Aiden Keefe wide open, goes into the end zone, 14-7 Noble. Now South Portland will respond. Healy driving in the third, finds Connor Gerard, 14-13 game after the extra point misses. Now Noble early in the fourth puts a drive together. Tommy Gagnon showing that burst of speed, 26-yard touchdown run, 21-13 Noble. Red Riots would drive, but Rose, he's no one-trick pony. He does it all, playing defense too. The interception on the goal line, he's thinking 6. He would go deep into South Portland territory, but the Noble drive would go 3 and out, and South Portland would get it back again with another chance with about 3 minutes to play. But Tavian Brown and Rose, watch them converge on this one. It bobbles around, and Rose from his back makes another interception. South Portland would get it back, though, with 18 seconds left. They get to the Noble 18. Final play of the game, looking to tie this up with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, but it's broken up with time expired. 21-13 Noble with the win. Bonnie Eagle hosting Sanford. Scots fumble the punt deep in their own territory early on in a scoreless game, but C.J. Cooper gets the ball back for him with a diving interception. Bonnie Eagle drives after that pick. Colin Moran with the keeper. He goes in for the score, 6-0 Bonnie Eagle. Later in the second, Bonnie Eagle drives again. Connor Johnson from 5 yards out, untouched. 40-6 Bonnie Eagle. Bonnie Eagle with a big one at Noble next week. All right, it was ski season in Windham tonight. Eagles hosting Lewiston. What a game this was. Blue Devils driving in the first. Jeffrey Randall slings it out to DeMonte Spearman. He's going to run guys over, get down to the Windham 11-yard line. 2 plays later, Randall goes over the top, 6-0 Lewiston. Windham responds, going to the air. Carl Longstreth finds A.J. Moody in stride, 25-yard connection down to the 20. Parker Sperry, though, would do the rest of the damage. A couple runs later, he goes in for the score. Windham goes up 7-6. Lewiston responds. Hey, let's get some lineman love. Number 71, Kylan Young, gets around the corner for the score. And Lewiston, 34-29, they get the game-winning score with 44 seconds left. Now a big showdown in D-South next week as Winthrop and Wells will meet up. Tonight, a tough challenge for Maranacook heading into a matchup with 6-0 Winthrop. Winthrop with the elite run game. Cody Cobb goes in for the score. And then Carter Rand, he gets a shot with the ball, and the sophomore converts with a touchdown run. All Winthrop tonight, 51-0. Winthrop visits Wells in a battle of 7-0s next week. What a matchup that will be. All right, 8-man football. Lake Region off to a great start this year, hosting Lake Region in the big battle for that top seed in 8-man large school. Lakers take the lead on a safety, and then Brock Gibbons, see ya, 39-yard touchdown, 8-0 Lake Region. Next Laker possession, Gibbons go wide open. Braden Wilson, 31-yard connection, 14-0 Lakers. After a turnover, Gibbons doing it again, rolls out, finds Sean Murphy for the game. That's going to go inside the Hawks 5, and Murphy would run it in from there. 60-12 Lake Region. The Lakers now 6-1 on the year. Unbeaten Old Orchard Beach hosting Waterville. Purple Panthers try to drive in the second, but Thomas Dodris punches the ball loose, and Braden Manser recovers. 2 plays later, Brady Plant back to pass, finds Trot Moody for the score. Plant had 5 touchdown passes and ran for another. 44-22, all Old Orchard Beach in this one. All right, a couple teams looking to get into the playoffs in 8-man. Winless Morris at Yarmouth. Clippers up 8-6. Morris driving. Jackson Murray showing the speed around the corner. And Morris up 12-8. Murray wasn't done, though, on the jet sweep, and Morris is up 20-8. But Yarmouth would stage a comeback. Iggy McGrath slinging it around, finds Adam Pilot for a big game, and Yarmouth comes back to win this one 52-48. No shootout. 2 straight wins for the Clippers. All right, Camden Hills traveling to Bar Harbor to face MDI. Windjammers go to the air in the first quarter. Hollis Schwalm connects with Braden Beveridge, a 54-yard touchdown, 6-0 Windjammers. MDI would tie it, but in the second, Schwalm drops back, and when nobody is open, he tucks it in and goes in for the score. Camden Hills bounces back with a 24-6 win. All right, a Big C North battle in Herman. Oceanside traveling to face the Hawks. Herman's Dylan Yo. He's going to get 6, or rather, actually, Herman would get a pick here as Oceanside was driving, and then Yo with the big gain. He would rather later cap the drive with a touchdown run. It was all Herman, 31-6. They look like a real contender in C North. All right, last 8-man stop, Ellsworth and Bucksport. Ripley Strout with the 8-yard touchdown run to get things started for the Eagles. 66-14 Ellsworth. That right there is Blitz 8. Thanks for watching. You can watch it again, as always, on WMTW.com.